Hello, everyone. It's me, Simply Smiling. Happy to be here today. No exercising today. It's rainy outside and I stayed in. So I wanted to come on for a chat. I had the privilege of meeting with 3 new clients on yesterday evening around 7:30. And a lot of times when I meet with the new clients, I like to go with things that I implemented into my life that may be beneficial to them because we're all trying to live out a healthy lifestyle, a healthy journey. So I went over a few things with them that I do, and I wanted to come on and share those with you guys real briefly today. We turned a 45-minute consultation into like 2-hour talk. So we had a great time just breaking and, fellowshipping and answering questions and asking questions. I had questions as well. So the main thing I told them to do is to love who you are right now when you're trying to make those changes in your life for the better of your life, to make your journey better, your healthy lifestyle journey. Love who you are right now. Stay with right there with who you are, with all the power that you have right now, and appreciate who you are right now. Changing and getting a healthy lifestyle journey will become a desire for you. I mean, it's going to be a burn. So be ready, because if you don't chase your desire will chase you. So it'll chase you down until you actually get it going, until you actually see it through. The first thing I shared for them was to think positive. Clear the mind of all negativity. Say you can do this instead of I can't do this, or this is too hard, or I've never been able to do this. Think positive about yourself. It all starts here. The environment of the mind guides and leads you in a way of success on your journey. So change how you think and feel and believe in yourself in your mind, okay? The next thing I shared with them was to find out your reasoning for wanting a healthy lifestyle. What's your reasoning? What's your why or your whys? Why do you want to do this? Why even try this? What's the beneficial return for me? What is it I'm trying to do with my life? What am I going to make happen, and why? And then when you realize your why, come up with a plan. How am I going to do this? What's the route I'm going to take? When you come up with a plan, implement a lot of things into your life that are positive, like good music, good reading, good friends, good fellowship, good food. Add a lot of positivity into your life when you're making that change, so that you have a plan once you realize your why to get there. And be honest with yourself when you're making a lifestyle change. You may have to cut out some things. You may have to add some things, people, places, or things. But always be honest with yourself and be fair with yourself, knowing that it's going to be hard. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to fall by the wayside, off the wagon, in a pit, whatever. You're going to fall. But be ready to pick yourself up, because you can expect those mistakes, because it's a change. Anytime there's a change, it's not going to happen right away, but we know that we may make mistakes. So be fair with yourself and be ready to accept your mistakes, so that you can build on those and move on. And be fair with yourself. Don't say, okay, I'm going to cut out all bread. I'm going to lose weight, so I'm going to cut out all bread. Okay, you can cut out all bread, but I don't think all bread is why we need to be on the journey, And if you can't cut out all bread, kudos, if that's what you need to do. Don't get up and say, I'm going to walk 10,000 steps today if you're not used to walking. So be fair with yourself. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. If you want to cut out all bread, then instead of making a 2-part sandwich, make it an open-faced sandwich. Use one slice, but it's the baby steps that are going to get you there. It's not a big dump of what we want to eliminate. I'm no longer going to eat meat. Okay, how are you going to do that? You got a freezer full of meat. You have meat eaters in the house. How are you not going to eat meat? Make a plan that makes sense, is what I'm saying. Don't toy with the thought of, I have the power to do this, I have the power to do that. If so, we would not be on the journey trying to move forward to a healthy lifestyle. So be fair with yourself. Everybody at the start line is not on the same page. Get yourself to where you need to be, so that you can move yourself forward at your same pace. Meaning, don't compare yourself to others. Let others get their victory. Focus on you. You got to stay laser focused on what you're trying to do with your life and what you are going to be able to do. Just stay focused and be persistent and consistent at what you're doing. Focusing on self. People, they ask me, well, what do you eat mostly? I went from 230 pounds. It was my highest, like 227, and a lot of my family didn't know I was over 200 pounds. I had to look at myself. I'm telling myself, oh my God, I weigh about as much as a football player or a guy getting ready to box. I have man weight. And I was deterred by that. I didn't like the number. That number in my head drove me. Now, don't allow, though, the number on the scale to be your only driving force to get you there. There are so many reasons why we gain weight. It's not just the actual weight. It could be stress, depression, boredom eating, just eating because it's there, eating the wrong things, preparing food the wrong way, not getting enough sleep, not getting enough movement, enough exercise, not meditating. It's a lot of other reasons, but don't be just driven by the number on the scale. Let's focus on the most important numbers on the inside. I mention it all the time, the blood pressure, the A1C, all of those numbers that affect the heart count. All of your numbers, your resting heart rate, everything that you can possibly think of on the inside, those numbers are much more important than the numbers on the scale. You may say, well, I worked really hard this week. I get on the scale a week later and I only lost 0.6 or I gained 0.1, and that can just blow your mind. But I want you to concentrate on the fact that you worked hard this week. Concentrate on that fact right there. I worked hard all week and continue to work hard. The number on the scale can fluctuate. You may be full of water, salt. Anything can bear you down as far as the number of pounds. So don't let that bother you. It'll change. It may be the last thing to change, but you'll realize you're getting there when you feel different in your body, when you're able to think better, when you're able to make wise decisions, when you're able to remember good. You'll be able to know that I'm going the right way on my journey. It's an indication that you're getting there, that you're doing the right things and not just by the number on the scale. I also encourage my clients too, when doing a healthy lifestyle journey, when changing the body, the mind, and the soul, to take measurements of your body. Get a tape measure, measure the arms, measure the neck even, measure the waist, importantly so. Measure the belly area, very important, because a lot of diseases are housed in that area. We'll go over that briefly. But measure your thighs, your upper and lower legs. Measure everything, your ankles even, because the inches matter. The inches are looked at as the small steps to that big number on the scale. Amen. And we know it's going to take the small steps to get us there. Okay, we don't come when you stand and take off running as an infant. We got to walk, crawl, water. We got to get there. Okay, so appreciate your small steps. In your small steps are your struggles. In your small steps are your encouragements and your motivation and your drive and your desires. That's your small steps. So don't be focused on that number on the scale. I like to talk about the scale a lot because the first thing a lot of people would do, I did it as well, was go by a scale. I'm on a healthy journey. I'm going to need to track my weight. We don't think of tracking all these other things. In my initiative program that I give my clients, I give them a lot of things that they have to track on a daily basis. A lot of worksheets are in there. You track your water, you track your sleep, you track your personality, you track the mood, your mood swings in my board today, and you explain why. So all those worksheets are included amongst other ones, but you track, and your inches, you track a whole lot of different things, not just your number on the scale. You track your food, what you ate today, and then you want to say why you ate it today and how did that make you feel. So we want to look at all of that. But when I get back to what I eat a lot of protein. I get my protein in because protein helps with my cravings. Why? Because protein you have to chew your protein up. It has to digest. It has to digest longer. It's a lot of work, getting that protein in as far as getting it in the digestive system. It stays with you longer. You feel fuller longer when you get in your protein. So that's the main reason I get in my protein. And it's energy also. It helps with energy. So to calculate the number of protein grams I need per day, I take my ideal weight, whatever that is. If it's 145, or 140 even, I multiply that by 1, and that's my total grams per day of protein to get in. I don't eat a lot of processed food. Processed food is just what it sounds like. It's processed, meaning it's done something to it before it's served. Processed is enriched. It's stripped of everything that it was and made into something that it was not, for an unhealthy benefit, not a beneficial reward. It's unhealthy. Okay, it's giving a lot of additives just to give a shelf life on the shelves in the grocery store in your home. Look at what you eat. I encourage my clients to read the labels, not just the price tag, what's on sale today, but read the labels. If you circle around the perimeter of the store, you know what you're getting. An apple is an apple. You hit the veggies. Collard greens are collard greens. Carrots are carrots. You hit an egg is an egg. You hit the outer perimeter. Okay, and now down the aisles, you're going to come up against stuff that one box may have 25 ingredients. So it's, right away, it's processed. It's made to be something that it was not. Okay, follow me. It's enriched. Something's been added to give it shelf life. A lot of the ingredients too in the owls, they have a shelf life of 2 years. A canned good can last a long time. I mean, it's in metal. They coat the metal now because there was a thing back in the day when you took your can opener to open up a can, some of the metal chips away and falls into the food, and a lot of people weren't rinsing it. They just dunk it in a pot and eat it. You know, I don't make light of the way we eat or we used to eat, but we have to just make better choices. We have to make better choices. Mama used to have us plucking green beans. I don't know if y'all remember picking green beans in a bowl. And it was a lot of work, but it was so worth it and it was delicious. Of course, anything they cooked back then was delicious. It was good. So just be mindful of the labels. Read the labels. I make sure also that I get in my fiber. Now, fiber, I calculated the same way that I calculate my protein. You know, it's the ideal weight times 1. And I get in that number of grams per day. That's how I calculate my fiber and my protein. You can calculate your carbs that way, but I do not, because I want to make sure, first of all, that I'm eating good carbs, which we need. I don't cut out all my carbs. First, I don't cut out anything. I'm fair to myself, and I prove myself time and time again I can handle this. I don't have to run from this food because I have no control. So I be fair to myself, but I make sure that what I'm putting in is going to be beneficial for me, or there's a great reward behind it. Now, this past weekend, I had a piece of fish. I told my husband I wanted to eat fish because it was Mama's birthday. I did the purple thing, and she loves fish. And he fried the fish in the cooker outside, in the pot thing, wash pot thing outside. And it was good, and I ate it. I ate 2 pieces. Actually, 2.5. I ate it. You know, but what you might say, well, that wasn't good. No, it was not prepared right. Even though it was fish, it took away the value of the fish. But I did get a beneficial reward in that because I was doing it for Mom, and I sat down with just my honey and we were able to eat that together, talk, fun, laugh, and all of that. But it's not something that I do all the time. I'm saying that to say, be fair to yourself. You know, just don't do it all the time. And make sure, though, that you're putting it in right now. I don't know when I ever have another piece of that fish. Probably like that for her next birthday, if I'm still here, God willing. If I'm here, I'll probably do that again, but maybe not. Who knows? Okay? So how do you prepare your meals? They ask me. I meal prep. I'm a soldier with meal prepping. I bought the bowls. Get everything that you need to make your journey what it needs to be. I went out and bought the bowls, the right pots, the air fryer. 2 of those. I have what I need. Slow down when you're preparing your food. Take a look at what you're eating. Take a look at how you're preparing your food. Keep a journal of what you're eating. So like I said before, so you'll know what you put in your body. Okay, but be ready to meal prep. Another thing too, as far as food, it's 80-20%. Get your water in. We know the body has a lot of water. We got to get the water in to replenish. Okay, to keep us going. And exercise. Make sure you exercise. Do some type of movement, chair exercises, lift your arms, mobile exercises. Get it in how you can. I exercise at least 60 minutes a day, sometimes more depending on where I am. But I do resistance for 45 minutes and I do cardio like walking for 15 minutes. That's every day. Just be consistent to yourself and get you some rest, get some sleep. It's okay. So I hope these tips will help someone. Any questions, chime in and let me know. This is what I do every day. Peace and love, guys. Bye.